What if the next big revolution doesn't start in a stuffy parliament or a fancy palace, but in the palm of your hand? Picture this: one shaky video, one angry post, or that AI-generated clip that just looks real enough. Suddenly, your neighborhood transforms from a quiet street into a bustling protest site. We've seen this movie before, haven't we? Back in 2010, a single Facebook page sparked the Arab Spring, sending millions into the streets of Egypt to topple a regime that had held power for decades. Fast forward to 2019, where encrypted chats and viral videos became the lifeblood of Hong Kong's massive protests. And remember 2022? The tragic death of Mahsa Amini ignited a fire across Iran, with videos of women burning hijabs spreading faster than wildfire. Now here we are in 2025, witnessing it all over again. In Nepal, the Philippines, in places you might never expect. What's changed? The tools we have are smarter, the algorithms are lightning fast, and the lies? They look more convincing than ever. Welcome back to BrainFuel Reads. Today, as part of our What If series, we're diving into a pressing question. What if social media isn't just connecting us, but steering us straight toward the next big crisis? So imagine this scenario. It's a sunny afternoon in Kathmandu. The shops are open, people are going about their day, everything feels peaceful. Then bam! A post goes viral, claiming the government has secretly passed a law banning social media. Not to mention a shocking photo circulating of police beating protesters. But wait, that photo is from a protest years back in another country. But people don't know that. Within hours, the streets are filled with passionate protesters, chanting and clashing with police. This is a real event that spiraled out of control due to a wave of disinformation. And guess what? It's not just happening in Nepal. The Philippines has faced its own onslaught of distorted narratives, even rewriting the history of a former dictator, which swayed public opinion in elections. The outcome? Votes based on carefully crafted online narratives, often disconnected from reality. This is the age we live in. One rumor can ignite a movement. Truthfulness be damned. What makes today's social media-fueled unrest so much riskier than what we've seen before? Let's break it down into three crucial themes. Firstly, speed. Remember the Arab Spring? Building momentum for protests took days, sometimes weeks. Today, it could all happen in mere minutes. A single hashtag can trend globally before trustworthy fact-checkers even get out of bed. Secondly, scale. Back in Hong Kong, organizers laid down plans via telegram and airdrop, moving fluidly through crowded streets. Now, with AI amplification and bot networks, one post can reach millions within seconds, true or not. Thirdly, believability. Remember when spotting fake news was a breeze, thanks to low-quality images and cringeworthy Photoshop? Those days are long gone. Now, deepfakes can make it seem like someone's saying anything you want. AI can fabricate documents, create realistic eyewitness videos, or even simulate live streams. And here's the kicker: algorithms thrive on outrage. They prioritize the most shocking content because, let's face it, anger keeps us scrolling, and scrolling means ad revenue is flowing. So the system isn't just a bystander, it's actively stoking the flames. Imagine social media as a parched forest in the height of summer, just waiting for a tiny spark. And when that spark hits, watch out! The fire spreads faster than anyone could ever control. It often starts with just one post. Maybe it's a shaky video capturing a tense police encounter, a juicy headline about corruption, or even just a whisper of a rumor shared in the right chat group. At first, only a handful of people react. Then it spirals. A few hundred, then a few thousand. Suddenly, your entire feed is flooded with that same video, the same heated comments, and the same trending hashtag. Here's where it gets genuinely alarming. Emotions take over. People don't stop to verify or fact-check. The adrenaline surges, outrage rises, and the big question shifts from "is this true?" to "what are we going to do about it?" That's when group chats erupt with plans. Rallies get organized, and before you know it, a crowd is forming by sunrise. And here's the kicker. That crowd is already convinced. They've seen the video, read the posts, and shared them with their friends. Whether it's true or not quickly becomes irrelevant. The reaction has already taken on a life of its own. This is how a tweet can morph into a march, how a meme can spark a movement, and how one post can alter the course of a nation. But let's not kid ourselves, this isn't just online drama. It has real-life consequences, and sometimes they can be deadly. Consider India, where WhatsApp rumors about child kidnappers led to mobs hunting down innocent people. Or Myanmar, where Facebook became a vicious tool for spreading hate and inciting violence against the Rohingya minority. Even in the US, social media stoked the fires of anger that fueled the January 6th storming of the Capitol. When we think about fake news, we often picture silly headlines or viral memes. But the truth is, disinformation can wreck lives, dismantle governments, and throw entire regions into chaos. Once a lie ignites online, it doesn't just vanish. Even after it's debunked, it lingers, morphs, and festers into conspiracy theories, keeping the outrage alive long after the facts have been established. Now, here's the part that should send shivers down your spine. Not everything happening online is random. Some of it is coordinated, even orchestrated on purpose. Political factions, extremist groups, and even foreign governments have learned how to manipulate the system. They know precisely which words, images, and triggers will make you pause your scrolling and feel the rage bubble up inside you. They don't need you to wholeheartedly believe their story. All they need is to cast doubt and confusion. When the truth becomes murky, when you can't tell what's real from what's fake, you lay yourself bare to manipulation. Society stops debating solutions because it can't even agree on the problem. And that's the sweet spot for chaos to thrive. So, what can we do? Can we really put an end to this madness? Yes, platforms can step up their fact-checking. And sure, governments can implement media literacy programs. But here's the hard truth. The onus also lies on us. That viral wildfire can't spread without our involvement. Each share, every like, and all those outraged comments, they're like branches catching fire. You hold more power than you might realize. Sometimes the most radical act is simply choosing not to share something until you're confident it's true. Sometimes it means waiting a few hours before reacting. Sometimes it's about refusing to add fuel to the fire, even if the fire seems justified. So the key question remains, do we want to be part of the problem, or can we be part of the solution? Social media is one of the most incredible tools we've ever created. It has the potential to unite people, topple dictators, and shed light on injustices. But it can also tear us apart, mislead us, and push us toward conflict. So, the next time you come across a viral post, remember this. It could be the initial spark that ignites a whirlwind of events. The next big protest, riot, or crisis might not be brewing in a parliament or on a battlefield. It could very well start with a simple swipe on your screen. Before you hit share, take a moment to pause. Because you aren't just scrolling. You might be helping to shape history. Now, what if social media keeps rolling along unchecked? We could see even faster and more dangerous waves of unrest, where a single falsehood could ignite mass violence. Alternatively, if platforms, governments, and we, the citizens, act intelligently, we might mitigate the worst of that danger and rebuild robust and resilient information spaces. Either way, this challenge defines our era. How do we harness tools that can connect us while preventing them from tearing us apart? The next viral post you encounter might be harmless, or it could be the start of something far worse. The responsibility for that distinction is ours to share. If you found this episode enlightening, hit like, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and don't forget to subscribe to BrainFuel Reads. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you seen a post that made you uneasy? How did you respond? Until next time, keep your brain fueled and your finger on pause.